Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy Arbiter, and this is my Swordsoul regional deck profile. I ended up going X2-1 at the Chicago Regional, placing I think it was 68th. Unfortunately, towards the end of the event, I had a chance of topping, but things got out of hand. I got a Game 1 loss in the very last round because I put Anti-Spell instead of Anti-Spell Fragrance. So I won Game 2 and then lost Game 3 because I drew unplayable, which is why I didn't top. But this is a list I felt like it was pretty good. I have all of my lists, or all of my matches here. Round 1, 2-0 Exo Sister. Round 2, I lost to Pure Punk 1-2. Round 3, I 2-0'd Striker. 4, I drew against Exo Sister. Definitely should have won that one. The guy was kind of slow playing. Game 5, I beat Scrap Dino Dynamorphia 2-1. Round 6, lost to Splight in time, but I got Nibiru'd under Rivalry, which is why I lost, and that shouldn't have happened. That was my fault. Round 7, I 2-0'd Therion combo. Round 8, I 2-1 Flunder, and then round 9, I just said that was my loss against Splight, which is why I didn't top. But other than that, I feel like the list performed very well, and we'll just get into it. So I played I believe it was 43 card main. That's what I've been playing with Swordsoul, and I like it, so I'm not going to change it. 3 Moyi, 3 Longwan, 2 Taya, and then I cut down from 3 to 2 Ecclesia for this regional, and this actually, like, the third one didn't really come up like I felt it would, which was good on my half. And then for the Tenyis, I played 3 Ashuna, 3 Vishuda. I got these Euro printed OTS Supers that I traded for. It's not going to focus, but they look really nice. 3 Adhara, and then the 1 Shathana. When I was trying to cut down, I cut the Tenyis down to I think 8, but I felt like that was bad, because originally I was playing I think 40. But I thought 40 was wrong and went with 43, which felt was better. Hand traps, I tried to meta this one. 3 Ash, 3 Ogre for Tier, Sprite, Adventure decks, kind of that stuff. Ogre didn't really come up, and 3 DD Crow, which, as you guys heard, I didn't play against Tier at all, so Crow almost did nothing. And I played against Exo Sisters twice, which Crow does nothing in that matchup, but make them better. So I would probably change one of them for Imperms, but that's neither here nor there. On to the spells. 3 Droplet. This was Dark Ruler, but then I decided I wanted to play, because my deck is hard going first, I wanted this over Dark Ruler. So I had a better like going first option if I had to set it. The 3 Emergence. Amazing card. Your Rhoda. 2 Heavenly Dragon Circle. This is why I didn't ever lose to Mystic Mind, because this card's fucking amazing. The Striker player was main decking Mystic Mind, but little did he know Heavenly Dragon Cycle's crazy. 2 Desires. You got to. It's pot of greed. There's nothing really in this deck that you're really afraid of banishing, and when you see the trap lineup, it'll make a little bit more sense, like why you're trying to dig for things. Because I main deck 3 Rivalry, and I played the 1 Blackout. This card won me so many matches at the regional, because if you just sit, I did not respect Nibiru at all during that event. I would make my Shishao and I would make Sinister Longwan, and I would just sit on Rivalry. Because most decks, like, Gozen is better than this card in this format, but this deck can't play Gozen, but Rivalry is still extremely good against, like, all of those combo decks that want to go into different things. And what I realized is even against Exo Sister, their main deck monsters I think are like warriors, but their XCs are spellcasters for some reason, so it even came up there, even though I thought it wouldn't. My extra deck was kind of what you would expect a Swordsoul extra deck to be. 3 Monk, 1 Shaman. Amazing, wouldn't change these. 3 Monk always comes up for me, so I would never cut it to 2. The 1 Yazi and the double Bashia. These cards are amazing. Bashia is probably the best card in this extra deck. Yazi didn't really come up as much, but Bashia always does, especially when you have your Swordsoul token and then you go into Taya and you get a double spin. It's so free. The 2 she shell, never need more than 2, always feel like 2 is enough. I love this card so much, it's so pretty. I'm trying to get EU Starlights, but we can't find anyone. The one Draco Berserker, this won me, I think, a game when I just had to blow him out. Xiaofeng, this actually never came up during the event, but I didn't really... There was never a line where I needed to make this card, because like I said, I wasn't playing scared of Nib, because in game 1, I don't think anyone was main decking Nibiru. Nibiru was more of a side deck card, and I was never going to make that going first. None of the decks I played against this would have really affected. And then the 10s, I got one Shengying, one Sinister Longwan, one Baron Fleur, and then my flex spot I decided to play Psychic Ed Punisher, which came up, I think, one time and one time alone against the Therion player, because he actually made his own Psychic Ed Punisher, but mine was stronger than his. So I just punched over it, and that guy was a trip to play against, because I think he was kind of salty. I think his run at the event was pretty much coming like to an end, and he had to beat me to like keep going, and he didn't. He was making the game kind of like unfun to, I guess, play. Side deck, 3 Gamma, 1 Driver. I threw this in last second because I wanted a hand trap for like Splight and Tier and all that. Never saw this card at all. I saw Driver, but I never saw Gamma at all. So can't say if it was really good or not, but I would keep playing it. 3 Dark Ruler for going second. I would just change this out with Droplet. The 3 Lightning Storm never got punished by Anti-Spell, because why would I get punished by Anti-Spell? And just in case they did have Anti-Spell, we have the 1 Cosmic. And then speaking of Anti-Spell, we played the 3 Anti-Spell and the 1 Reboot. And because I'm dumb and put Anti-Spell and not Anti-Spell Fragrance, I got a Game 1 loss in the very last round, which sucked. Because like I said, if I won that one, I probably would have topped the event and got my invite, but that's neither here nor there. We'll just keep on going and playing until we do get our invite, hopefully sometime in the future. But overall, really like this deck. I love Swordsoul. I wish they kept giving it more support, but if you had any criticisms or thoughts about the deck, feel free to comment. Let me know what's going on, and let me know how nice the Euro print Swordsoul cards are, because they're so nice. But anyways, guys, that's been Arbiter. Peace.